Right guys, quickly before we jump into this episode of MajorCreatures Revive the Park, I quickly just want to say there are a few changes in this series, especially in this episode that I am kind of trying out. So one thing's definitely, you're going to see a few different types of things. So for example, you're going to see the shaders pack that is on. There's currently a different shaders pack. Let me know how you guys see it. Do you guys like it? Do you want me to keep it or do you want me to change it back? I quite like it. It works quite well. I haven't tried recording it yet, so I'll have to see how that goes. But there will be a few slight changes that you will see in and around this episode, so hopefully there will be improvements. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and without further ado, enjoy the video guys. Hey guys and girls, what is going on? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, let's get into the episode. Without further ado, welcome back to another episode of MajorCreatures Revive the Park. Today we're going to be working on the zebra enclosure, as I have had news from the scouts that we sent out. Well, call them scouts, kind of research and rescue program team. We sent them out. They have found a few crocodiles, a few Nile crocodiles that we will be bringing back to the park, and we'll be placing it in an exhibit I've already built, which I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. You guys just saw a sneak peek there, but I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. But today we're going to be working on building the zebra enclosure. So let's get working on it now. So as you guys can see here quickly, pardon me, we have the Nile crocodile exhibit. This is a nice little exhibit I've thrown together. I thought it looked quite nice, thought it was quite effective. Obviously we have a few little bits under here which I've kind of dug under a few certain areas, just so like they do have a little bit of space to go and hide away needs be, like there, underneath there, and there are a few other places. But yeah, it's quite a nice little place there, nice little river. It'll be nice to see them swimming around in. I'm thinking of doing a bit more of a murky setting for the next sort of crocodile exhibit that we get. So hopefully that should be quite nice to work with. But this is kind of the progress I've made so far on the zebra enclosure. It does look quite nice. I mean, I'm a big fan of it so far. We've got a nice little bit of area to work with here. We have a few little bits and bobs here. So that is what we will be working on today. So without further ado, let's get straight on with this episode. Now, one thing we need to do is get rid of all the dirt here, just to make sure that, well, we don't leave anything. To be honest, we just got to make sure it's all filled up. The idea is it's going to be quite a nice and basic exhibit for the zebra exhibit, because there is only so much you can do with one of these exhibits. I'm looking at having sort of an indoor zebra exhibit about here, kind of like this corner here, which I thought would be quite nice to work with for now anyway. Just sort of be something a little bit different. Maybe you guys can let me know. Obviously I'm going to build it, and then you guys can let me know this in the comment section of this episode. So without further ado, we need to really get on. Now, what we're going to be looking to do in the next episode especially is, obviously we're going to have to move the crocodiles in if they come back, which I think from the email I got is they'll be back next episode. But in case they aren't, we do need to ensure that their exhibit is completely finalised and ready. We also need to start and make work on the elephant exhibit. In terms of the deer exhibit, I'm not too worried about it as of now. We are going to focus, however, on bringing in animals from Africa at this point and kind of work on the African based exhibits. For now, what am I doing at the minute? Jesus. There we go. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of the idea we're going to work on. We're going to aim for mostly African exhibits, but I do presume that we will get the odd research team that brings back something different from Africa, regardless of whether we put Africa in or not. I just have a feeling that's how it's going to work. So we're going to do that. See how it goes. If obviously if it doesn't go to plan, it doesn't go to plan. That's not a big issue. I'm going to need to get some more stone in a minute, aren't I? You know, we're just going to leave you there for now. And yeah, that's kind of what we're going to work on as of now. Right then. Let's go. And just get building. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if I can. Surely you can get that. There we go. And then let's quickly grab the axe and we'll carry on. So we will be looking to probably create an exhibit for the elephant next episode. We're not going to worry too much about the deer for now. We can kind of, there isn't really a purpose to add in an exhibit for the deer when there is only one deer. We do need to kind of have a bigger population to be able to say, yeah, you know what, we're going to go and put them all in there. Or else it's a bit pointless and the deer will get a bit lonely with all the space. Could cause some form of illness to the deer. So we're not going to actually worry about that as of now. We're going to take the stress off it for the time being and kind of just let it all flow. Right, so that's how it's going to look. The idea is we don't do anything with this part here, and we leave this more as a nice little viewing bit, because these zebras, or zebras, however you want to pronounce it, as you can see, you can jump the same height as a human on this. So as you can see, we cannot get over, so neither will they. They may be able to jump this bit. Obviously I know we can, but I very much doubt they're going to attempt that. So I'm not too worried about that. If it happens, it happens, and we'll sort it accordingly. But especially for now, I think we'll be okay. Let's just work on this part of the exhibit for now. Like so. We're just going to get a little bit of work done. Make sure it's all done appropriately. And get it all nicely arranged. So if you guys obviously have any sort of queries, or if you guys know any places where there are some animals that need rescued, let me know in the comment section. And you know what, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do, see if we can get the team out there in time or not. I'm presuming we should be able to. Is that how it's meant to look? I feel as though it is. It is. Let's leave it like that then. But yeah, so we're going to make the exhibit look somewhat like this. Now we will do something different with that sort of space there, as that will be kind of like a viewing point to look inside the zebra house. Should we call it zebra house? Sort of like the housing for the zebra. So yeah, the zebra house is probably appropriate to call it. So we'll do something different there. Probably get some glass and chuck that in there just so we have a nice little viewing point. And make sure it looks all nice and sorted. Wait, I feel like I've done that wrong. I have done that wrong. I was going to say I shouldn't be able to get in between. But yeah, that's kind of the thought process we're having at the minute. So hopefully it will work out okay. Now, in terms of, where is it? There it is. Like this, and from this point on, we're going to get it all arranged like so. So one thing we're going to have to do at some point especially is get some carpenter's blocks, which I'm going to need to do at some stage. So we're probably going to have to wait a little while to get them. I feel like if we just go to 20, that might be enough for now. Yeah, it should be okay. But we'll just see what happens. Okay, boom, and then bang, and then boom. Yep, 2 full stacks. That is plenty for us to use. Boom. There we go. So yeah, that's looking quite nice actually. It's looking quite nice. It's a nice little viewing point. Obviously we're going to add the top in just so it looks a bit nicer, to be honest. We don't need to add the top in for here. I don't think we might do. I don't know. It depends. We're going to have to just play it all by ear and see what happens. So what are we looking to do after rehoming all of these animals? We're going to make sure that they breed. We're going to ensure that they breed, get a little bit of breeding done, and be able to sell a few of them off either to other sort of sanctuaries where we can create some profit out of them, make some money and be able to hire some staff. Or we're going to do, you know, a few other bits. We're going to turn it into an actual park. So we're going to obviously sell a few things, maybe sell a bit of wood or supplies through the trading centre, and, you know, see what we can really come up with. Now this whole area is fine here. That's fine because they can't actually get out, so that's all good. Now let's have a look. What do we need to do from here? Let's start and make a bit of progress on the housing. Let's make a little bit of progress on the house. So it's going to look a lot like this. It's going to come to essentially, I don't actually know where I want to bring it to, but I know it's going to go 2, 3, 4. It's going to go up the same height as there, and again it's going to come out this way, because I do want it to be somewhat similar to the actual build we have. Let me just have a look. Does that go up? So that goes up and fills all of that. That's fine, I don't mind that. So then maybe it'll just come to using these. We're gonna just have to put that there momentarily while we start and fill in this area. So once we've completed the housing, obviously it'll then move on to be able to really start and create a bit of work. Yeah, we're going to need to add in that area as well. Okay, so it's going to really start and create a bit of work once we've got this house done. We're going to be able to really start and expand. Obviously in terms of the zebras, I think we'll be able to get a maximum of about 4, maybe 5 in this exhibit. I don't want there to be any more initially, just in case. We are going to back this up just to here, I think. Yeah, let's just back it up to here for now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Boom, boom. We're just going to see where it all goes from here and see what kind of, just see what comes out of it all, because I don't think anything too bad should come out of this. I don't know why I've done all that there though. There we go, and there we go. So that's looking quite nice. What we do need to do, however, is place these round here. However, I do want to somewhat block off. I do want to somewhat block off all of this with normal wood, so that, well, in theory, I want them all coming in this angle. I want them coming round here, so it'd be kind of just like that, and then we'd stick that there, that there, and they'd all come in through this they come in through this door here, and they'd rest in here. So probably from this point, yeah, like that. That should actually look quite nice. It's quite basic, but it's quite nice as well. So yeah, we're going to leave it like that, and they'll be able to come in here, and then they'll just be fine in here. I do want to fill all this up with normal wood though, so if we can just collect some normal wood to fill in this area, and then we'll just get the slabs here to fill in that, like that. Obviously we get the top bits in, we'll get them in where needed, which we'll go and do in a second, but apart from that we should be okay. Now what I do want to do though is I want to do something along the lines of this. I don't want it just to be a plain wall. I do want to kind of spice it up a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll have nice little platforms here where we'll put something on here, which you guys can let me know what to do. We put something on this wall, let me know in the comment section, that'd be awesome. We can kind of go from there, but as of now, this is how the exhibit is looking. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back and we are going to collect some carpenters. Well, first of all, we have to go collect some wood, so let's go and do that. Then let's come back and collect some carpenter's things. Right guys, we are back. Sorry about that. I needed to go and collect the carpenter's wedge slopes and also had to take out a few trees over there and took out a few behind this load just because I didn't want to destroy the view as of now. We also got a few little pieces of oak wood that we had remaining, so we may have to go and collect some more, but for now I think we'll be okay to carry on. I'm going to eat this apple very quickly. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to grab some cobblestone and we're going to just build our way up here. Oops. Let's break that and then let's place wood, 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 wood. Please leave. Please leave. Thank you. Wood and wood. So if you take a quick look at that, that's how it looks. Now that's quite nice to start with, but it's not by any means the full finished product. So what we're going to do from this point is we're going to head over to here and we're going to carry on this side. There we go. I'm going to carry on all the way around. And we're just going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it goes and see what we can get out of this. So, what we're going to do is, what we're going to do from this point is obviously add the zebras in. Do I have my golden lassos? I do not. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to sort out soon. Like that. That looks nice. Then we're just going to go around and just fill everything in, really. Bang, 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 bang. Is that all of the wood I have? Oh dear, this is a bad situation. So what we're going to do is quickly go and collect some more wood from over here. Obviously, as you guys have seen from the mini-map last episode, all the way back. And oh, we have some more elephants. We can collect them at some point. What we're going to do is collect these. As you guys could see just then, you can also see on the minimap in the top left hand corner, we do have a village there, which I'm not going to touch. That is probably going to be where the staff live when we finally get some staff in there. And then we're going to give them a nice minecart into the zoo, which should work out quite nicely. I think it'll look really, really good and should be quite effective for the build as well. Now, one thing I didn't really establish is when I'm going to upload these videos. So, in terms of uploading these videos, we're going to be doing a few different types of dates. We're going to kind of mix it up until I kind of find the version that suits and gains the best views and is best for you guys to watch. So, we're going to be changing it. We're going to be having a different look at different things, kind of trying to get a different appeal for everything, and see what day tends to get the best views, because pardon me, I figured out that obviously watching some series on a Friday don't seem to do that well, and especially on Saturdays don't tend to do that well. So I'm looking at uploading this hopefully Tuesday and Thursday. Well, let's get some sugar canes. Maybe more on like maybe a Monday, but we obviously have other series ideas that I haven't spoke about yet that do need to be mentioned. So that will be a bit of a task to work with. So we do have that to kind of think of and consider over the course of the next few episodes. Let's just take all that, because that's how much it's probably going to cost. So then let's just hop our way back down here. I wish we could make this a bit easier without having to go all the way up there. But how does that look? Especially like this bit here, how does that look? Don't know if I like that. I'm going to have to change that at some point. But for now, everything is definitely dealable. You're definitely something we can withstand. Oh, we do need to get some sand though, don't we? Let's quickly get some sand. Is there any around here? There is a bit of a river, so there will be sand naturally. Right. Let's grab some sand here and see what we can conjure up. Right guys, sorry about that, but as you guys can see, I've been gone now. I've literally been gone. For you guys it'll be a matter of milliseconds to seconds. For me it's been a matter of hours. I went out for a bit. The loud barking that you may have heard, may or may not have heard, was actually my dog at the door. Basically somebody came around, I went out on a drive with them, and yeah, it was quite good. It was quite good, but we're back. We're back anyway. So we're going to carry on the rest of this episode. Now I have finished off the work since we've been back. I've been back about 20-30 minutes now. I've just finished off everything just to kind of make the project look a bit nicer. Now what we need to do is, first of all, we need to make sure I took these out. As you can see, we took basically these slabs out from here so we can fill this up with glass coming across here. Then what I'm actually going to do off camera is, before the next episode hopefully, is I'm going to fill in the rest of this going around here, take all of this out, so you know we've got a nice little pathway working around here and here. But what we need to do is quickly get some sand, which I already collected last episode, which you guys were at that point. We were collecting the sand before it then cut out, obviously, because I went out for a bit and I've come back. So we got that done. I went and collected a bit more when I got back. We have 53 glass now, and we are going to, first of all, do we have a chisel? No, we do not have a chisel. That's a bit of a nightmare to work with, to be honest. How do you make a chisel? I forgot to make a chisel. Something tells me, I don't know why, but I feel like it's a stick and iron. Something tells me that it's just a stick and iron. Let's have a look. Basic blocks, there we go. Stick and iron. I feel like that's all it's going to be, but it could be more. But for now, let's have a look and see what occurs. I swear we need to make sure that these places are lighted up a bit better, because otherwise we're going to have this occurring so frequently. Come on, time to die. Accept your fate. Right, what I need to do is, right, just quickly get some. Let's just get pickaxe. I guarantee when I hit it once it'll die. There you go. Boom. There we go. So what we're going to do is see if this makes a chisel. I'm going to be quite frustrated if it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. So how do you make a chisel? Or is it, actually? There you go, chisel. Thought it'd be that. So there we go, now I've got the chisel. What we're going to do is very quickly open the chisel up, chuck the glass in. What can we use? Let's just get some normal borderless glass and let's see how that rolls. I'm hoping this will work now. I'm actually a big fan of the texture pack. So if you guys could actually let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this texture pack. Should we use it? Should we not use it? I know it does slow down how quickly I work a tad, slow down the rate that I run and stuff just a little bit, which I don't think is too bad. I think it's quite dealable with. I'm quite happy to, you know, stick with it and deal with it. But if you guys don't want that and you guys want me to go back to what it was, obviously let me know. Really, you guys are going to do this to me? Okay, let's just go like this. I can't deal with that. I do not have the strength to deal with this. Please can we not waste glass? Hold on. Don't do this. It's going to break the whole thing, isn't it? Knew it would, and that's really annoying because now we have to break that block and then rearrange everything. And, don't have the effort for it. There we go. There we go, and then there we go. Then we'll break that block, we'll get rid of that, we'll do the exact same process because that's how much of a nightmare it is nowadays. So we have to break this block, and then we have to place in a normal block so it's actually able to place in that block, then place in that block, go across to the glass, place in that, and there we go. So that'll be kind of like the inside, if you will, of this part of the exhibit. We could actually take them out, to be honest. I think it'd be better if we did. Yeah, it's just some part of me that thinks that that'll be a more efficient way of doing things. Yeah, you know, we're going to do that. We're going to do that and stick with that. Hopefully that should turn out quite nicely. Bang. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. Just like that. That looks nice. Big fan of that. I'm not going to worry too much about this side. This side still needs to be worked on. Probably going to push this block here out at some stage. Yeah, probably going to push that off camera out to there and then fill it up all up with glass. But right now I'm quite happy with it. So what we need to do, in theory, is I want to go and find some acacia trees, which I don't think there are any around, which is rather frustrating because acacia trees are preferably what we need. I know I went quite a distance to get some last time, and I really don't think I want to go all that way again to get them. Because I know over here's a swamp, so you don't get any acacia trees this way. It's a swamp leading out to the ocean, isn't it? Oh, Jesus. We have crocodiles. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of the idea on what we're going to do. Jesus, we have so many cows here. I never realised how much of a herd we had of cows. Dear, I should be collecting them up. But you know what, for now, we're going to leave that as it is, and then off camera, I'll collect some acacia trees. One thing we can do actually is add in some oak and birch, which should be quite nice. I'm not going to lie, we do need to light up in here quite a bit. It's in here, isn't it? The tree saplings. There we go. Let's get the oak, then we can go and actually let's quite quickly just craft. Let's just quickly craft an axe so we save time. There we go. Getting upgrades. Beautiful. And then let's head over. Get a few birch trees, which will hopefully drop the birch saplings. And then we can place a few in there. What I'll do is, off camera, I'll place in a few acacia trees as well. Kind of mix them up, get them all involved and see how it all turns out. But hopefully, it should work out rather nicely. Now, I could have done with a bit of bone meal or eggshells, but I don't think I have any, sadly. Yeah, sadly we do not have any. 2 birch saplings, that's not going to be enough, is it? That's nowhere near going to be enough. Let's take out 1 more. There we go, just like that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. See, that's what I'm on about. Oh, there we go. And yeah, what we're going to do from here is we're going to make our way back down. We're going to jump back into the exhibit. And obviously from there, we're just going to quite simply add in these saplings, which we will need to use to grow at some point, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare to do, but we'll figure it out as we go along. And then we'll see what comes of this. So let's stick 2 there, and then we'll go for another 2 here like that. Then I think what I'm going to do is go for a full set of, just going to go for 1 birch there. I feel like that's enough because we don't need, I don't think we even need that one, to be honest. We just need a bit of trees in the distance, but primarily I consider it being quite open plains, so yeah, we should be alright with that. So what we're going to do now is quickly go grab the golden lassos, and then from there we're going to come back, place in these zebras, and we should be all good to go. Now obviously we have the crocodiles exhibit ready, so what we need to do is kind of, we need to send off for another list at some point, which I think we'll do next episode. Then we can work on the elephant exhibit, see what we can kind of conjure up. Oh, we do have one eggshell there. We also have an ostrich egg, so we could work on the ostrich thing because they were from Africa. I only need 2, don't I? So yeah, we could initially... Oh, I didn't realise the sand that we got given. I forgot about that. Okay. What we're going to do now is quickly go and get the zebras. Obviously we need names for these zebras, or zebras, whatever you want to call them. So make sure to let me know what you guys think. Don't run away from me, please. It just makes things 10 times harder. That wasn't the right thing to do. There we go. And now we have these zebras about to be inhabited into their exhibits. And the good thing about zebras is if there's a way to get out, they will immediately identify it. So that should be, you know, we're going to start them in here. Yeah, we're going to start them both. Oh, I thought his head just disappeared then. Yeah, we're going to start you two in here. Let's see where we go from here. See what happens. Okay, so let's just speed up the growth slightly. But yeah, overall, I'm rather happy about this. This is a nice little exhibit. Obviously, once it's fully grown, we've bone milled the place. One thing we're going to do is, hopefully, going to go on a bit of a hunt. Now, next episode is initially going to be a bit of a wildlife hunt in itself. What we're going to do is go, obviously, add in the crocodiles when we get those brought in. I think we're probably not going to get too many crocodiles added in, sadly, which we're going to have to work on in the long run, because I don't think they'll find many. They might do. I could be, you know, completely off, but they could. The way I see it is, I don't think they'll find many. And what we're going to do is go for a bit of a search around the area in terms of looking at trees, see if we can find different eggs, possibly get eggshells to obviously bone meal things, stuff like that, and see what we can kind of get out of the episode. So I think that'd be quite good. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on the video if you did enjoy. If we can get, say, 8 likes on this video, I'll be very happy. But apart from that, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Mo Creatures Revive the Park. See you later.